Hello, my name is Alessandra and I'm a psychic intuitive reader. This allows me to use the cards or numerology or even my intuition to tap into energies around people, situations, or events and to gather messages that I then relay back to whoever is in front of me. But in most cases, I also pick up the energies of the world. So what I'm doing today is I'm giving you a sample reading of what I do normally on a normal basis for myself. I pick 3 cards to establish what a month will be like, what a day will be like, if there's anything that needs to be relayed to me around the situations of the world itself rather than just my own situation. So in this context, what I do is I pick 3 cards. So today I'm going to pick 3 cards, but in relation to the world as it is right now. And what I'm doing mostly is I'm picking up the possibilities and the options that we have as a community, as a larger global community, to shift the energy around our world events and the story that we are telling. Now, this is a number 6 year in numerology. So that means creating boundaries. We've come out of a number 5 universal year in 2021 where we have seen a lot of change and a lot of things that possibly have impacted our lives and not in a positive way all the time. What we're in now is a number 6 universal year, and we're going into the 3rd month of the universal 6 year. And it's asking for boundaries. So taking back our power, creating the clear boundaries that we need to have in our lives as a community to have the best interest of everyone at heart. The 6 is also about understanding that we've given away our power and therefore it will take some time to create those boundaries, but nothing is ever lost from a space of compassion for ourselves and for others. And there is a component of forgiveness, not condoning. Forgiveness means we need to set aside, not necessarily condoning what has happened, and that will be taken care of on another level. That's not for us to do. But we need to set that aside so that we can rebuild those boundaries and that power. So starting from ourselves, starting from each individual, what is it that I want to do? Why is it that I've given away my power to outside external events and situations? And in that context, we have a whole year to start moving that energy by believing and having those values. So what are the values that I see in my life? Not necessarily you say, well, I have to see this, and this happen, but the values. So for me, the values are about community having that unity, freedom, the power and the sovereignty to be able to decide within ourselves and on the outside as a community to bring all those freedom, rights, and the unity of humanity, but also that everybody is abundant. So abundance, freedom, power, sovereignty, and then compassion and love. And love is the most amazing component of it all. But at the same time, I also bring myself to that point where I say, well, my values also need to include forgiveness so that we can move on. Now, today is a particular day, 28th of February 2022. The numerology for today is number 9. So again, a renewal, and that fits well in with the aspect of forgiveness. So what is it that we are forgiving? Well, we're looking at it and we're understanding that we had a very big part in what is unfolding. Therefore, our concept needs to be that we need to shift the way we think of how life can be, and letting go of old belief systems, letting go of old belief systems and creating new ones. And we do it individually and as a collective. So now I'm going to choose 3 cards. Now, I use the Osho Tarot cards to do my readings, not only these, but these are the ones that I use on a level of community. They seem to resonate more, so I'm just shuffling the cards, and then I will pick the first card that comes along. And transformation is the first card. So we are invited through this card to transform the energy that we have around us, transform what we ourselves, within ourselves, can find, the shadows, the cracks that are still allowing that energy to either seep in or not allowing the old to seep out. So we have a choice to make with this. Are we allowing renewal? Are we transforming into who we truly are as a community, as individuals, or are we allowing the old to still sit with us? So this is a card, and it's like in the past. So usually I pick 3 cards: past, then I'll pick a present and a future moment. So let's see how we can fit the next card in. So this is what we've gone through, and obviously it's unraveled a lot of things that we had no knowledge about on a conscious level. Now we are aware, and we are asked to do our own shadow work with the shadow work of humanity. That's what we're going through. So let's see, I'll pick another card. Not looking at them. And I have, this card is beautiful, I love it, sharing. So now we have a second card, which is the present card. So this card is inviting us in the present moment to come together as a community. Now, what does it mean to share? We can share a lot of things. We can share knowledge, we can share material things, we can share compassion, we can share forgiveness, we can share anything and everything. So it's up to us as an individual and as a community to share what we know we can share. Not overdoing it. Remember, we're in a number 6 year, boundaries. So just because we are able to give doesn't mean we have to overgive. There needs to be a boundary in our own lives where we take care of ourselves and then take care of the larger community. I always bring this metaphor to the attention of whoever I'm reading for. If you're on a plane and the emergencies go off and the masks come down, the oxygen masks come down in front of you. Now, before you can take care of the person next to you, you need to put that mask on for yourself. Because if you can't breathe, you're not going to be able to help the person next to you. So this is what I mean by having clear boundaries and understanding that you help a person better when you've taken care of yourself. So these are the 2 cards for the moment that we have. So transformation and sharing. Both of them fit very well with what we're seeing and what we need to move forward to, and fit with the day that I said is about renewal. Now I'm going to pick a 3rd card. And this card will be for our future. Now, it can be a card that there's always both sides, a duality of yin and yang, dark and light. So I don't use the reverse cards, but I always know that there's a balanced and unbalanced aspect to every card. So let's see what the future is asking us to look at. Ooh, beautiful, perfect. So now in the future, we have healing. Now, the healing card, obviously, in relation to what I've already picked out, so let's see them again together. We have the transformation card, the sharing card, and now we have the healing card in the future moment. Now, they're all perfect together. If I had done it on purpose, I don't think I would have been able to pick the right cards, but it's actually very interesting how the cards just come out intuitively on their own for the message that I need to give. So the healing card, how does it fit into humanity at the moment? Well, obviously the transformation is for us that we needed to go through it. So it wasn't easy. There is never an easy moment when there's transformation asking to come through. Now we're sharing our knowledge, we're sharing whatever it is that we can, and therefore we're also helping people to come through it. Those who are stronger, those who are in the light, they're able to help others better. They've already got the oxygen mask on. And therefore we have the healing card that's saying now it's time to heal. So the future moment presents us with the opportunity to take it as a healing moment, individually, in our own circle, but also then as humanity. That means that we are invited during this year, and in particular today, a number 9 day, to let go of what we thought was a good belief system and create a new one. How do we create a new one? By looking at what doesn't work, by looking at what we've experienced that made us feel and go down to 0 point. 0 point is when big change happens, and we can see that in our world around us. But at the same time, it has the huge potential of bringing us up to a new beginning, to a new start, but we need to let go of the old belief system. And it's also a grieving process, so the healing will take time. It will take time to reconnect with everyone, but the earth itself is already showing us, the planet is showing us that it has that capability of renewing itself. So all we have to do is go with it. Now, this is my reading for today, and I will be uploading more as I go along. So come back into my channel when you have time and see what I've uploaded. Today is the 28th of February 2022, and it's a number 9 day in a number 6 universal year. And we are promised, if we create the boundaries, we are promised a good harvest. Thank you for now. Bye bye.